RealFansRealTalk.com, where Orthodontist Trip Young and intern Tom for the white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro Mark the Stats Man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. RealFansRealTalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers.
Is Jeremy Lin hurt?
Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell them Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter, tuning in should be the only thing on your agenda. Certified cosign, you know what I'm about, son. RealFansRealTalk.com. I'm out one. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. RealFansRealTalk.com. RealFansRealTalk.com. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. RealFansRealTalk.com. RealFansRealTalk.com.
Welcome, sports fans, to another diabolical episode of Real Fans Real Talk. I am the most diabolical hater, Orthodontist, and to my left, I got the legendary Trip Young.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Real Fans Real Talk, and of course, I got the Stat Man sitting across from me. And this week, he got something that's just so crazy. You know what? Just go ahead and get into it, Stat Man.
All right, for those of you that didn't join us during the first week, we got this thing on the show called Shot for Shot, and the loser has to wear team apparel from a team that he hates, and the loser was the one and only Orthodontist, yours truly. And there's this thing called diehard fans, but he's a diehard hater of the one and only elite Eli Manning. And Orthodontist, why don't you go ahead and put this on for us? I hope you'll enjoy that.
We're not worthy.
Wearing a winner's jersey as opposed to
This
Dirty Sanchez.
I'm surprised it hasn't evaporated in my hand just from the touch of it.
It should be burning. It's like
I think that's definitely your color.
I'm sweating right now because it's like I can't even fathom putting this
It's like
piece
off
of
a Band-Aid. Just get it over with. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it fit though.
No, you look. There you go. Yeah.
It should be a dress on you. It's my jersey.
Come on, man. It doesn't fit all the way. All right. All this good sportsmanship. Only my fans know how much I hate this. Oh God, it just feel like.
No, that's a good color on you,
man.
That's feel like that.
You're wearing a winner's jersey for it. I know you're not used to it.
Yeah.
You root for teams like the Mets and the.
It's choking me.
Yeah.
It's like literally choking. Look at this. I can't take this no more.
But now you should know what it feels like to have a winning quarterback on your team.
He's not good, man.
You have a Super Bowl winning quarterback on your on your chest right now. That number 10. You gotta wear that with pride, Orthodontist.
This is a precious moment for us here at Real Fans Real Talk.
I'll get my vengeance. Don't worry, I'll get my vengeance.
To make you feel a little bit better though, Orthodontist, one of Orthodontist's predictions actually came true. Both me and him picked the home run derby winner of last night. We both picked Prince Fielder, so at least you got that right, Orthodontist.
I don't want to hear.
This is your first prediction in 2 years.
It's not.
I don't even care about that right now. It's just, oh man, I can't even stay still.
Put your head up and look at the
I
camera,
feel like down 911 right now, seriously, because I don't know. I'm thinking about to have a cardiac arrest just wearing this thing on me. I'm shaking. It feels like I have another skin on me. What's going on with this, man?
It's probably burning a little bit. It's not used to how strong the hate is with you or something.
Man. But anyway,
the hate is strong in this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of good sportsmanship, I lost. Man up. You know what I'm saying? But Hate Nation, don't worry. I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna get him back real good.
We have another episode of Shot for Shot later on in the program. But speaking of the home run derby. Earlier on, Prince Fielder did win the home run derby. He put on an amazing performance, knocking down bombs. He knocked down 12 in the final round.
That's crazy.
Trip Young's pick, and I'm not gonna hate on it. I understand.
Hold on, no. Because let me tell you what happened. It was a lot of Orthodontists in the stands out there. Because as soon as Robinson Cano got up to bat. Boo!
Every time he hit a out, they cheered.
That was some nonsense. That was a bunch of nonsense. But I tell you what, just because of that, Robinson Cano is coming back. He is going to be the guy that saves the game for the American League All Stars tonight. Again, my man Cano, 0 home runs.
But he does know how to pick them, though.
Oh, well, hey.
I mean, he picked the American League team.
He did pick a winner.
He had Batista and Fielder, who were the finalists there. So
now Matt Kemp, who flopped as well. Matt Kemp didn't do well. He didn't pick a good team because the finals was both from the American League. So, El Capitan.
I didn't think he rushed kind of to go back to that home run derby off the injury. I didn't think he should have.
Well, you know what it was? It's really the fans wanted to see it more so than anything. So it's the All Star game. So I'm not too mad. But
the American League usually dominates in the home run derbies. I mean, they have the designated hitter rule, obviously. So they got a lot more sluggers in there. Prince Fielder, I believe, was the last one to win it for the National League too a few years back. So. Once again, like him winning his second
from LA Angels, I mean, he was destroying them. I mean, his power hits is just scary for a young athlete like that. Hey, it's only him and Prince Fielder was the only ones going at it for a yard by distance, and it's like it was a great thing to see last night. I enjoyed it last night, and man, well, my hats off to Prince Fielder. I knew he was gonna win that. Like I said, me and you choose them. Yesterday, last week on
you
our
stole
show,
my
so
pick. That's how you
I
got it.
That's really what it was.
You stole my pick.
I can't
okay,
even give off the
Just
Diamonds
because I said it out there, but
you stole my pick. Okay,
he must have saw it somewhere in the notes or something.
Yeah, he was cheating, leaning over on my notes.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
The same way I said Miami, he was going to be champions last the season.
Well, you got that pick from me, so we were not going to.
Come on now.
There you go.
Come on.
But we got tonight. Actually, right after we go off the air, you got the All Star Game is going to be coming up, and of course they announced the starters. Matt Cain is going to be starting for the National League, and Justin Verlander is going to be starting for the American League. I can't wait. That's gonna be a great pitching duel. Who do you guys think is gonna really dominate this game?
You know what I would have said? If they had put R.A. Dickey in that line, he would have made every single one of those guys look embarrassed, every single one of those guys. But the only reason why they didn't put him in the starting line and they put Matt Cain is because nobody knows how to catch the ball besides, the Mets catcher, because they're the only one that actually work with him. That's the reason why they didn't start him off. But like I said, I think they should start him off with, put him in the 5th inning, and I think he'll dominate. But I have to say, your boy Robinson Cano, maybe you try to get some little redemption there.
Oh, most certainly he's coming to play tonight. He's got to make up for last night and the fans booing him the way they did. So he's coming up.
Don't expect that to stop.
He's coming back with some authority on the hate.
Definitely.
The hate will fuel him to go out there and knock down some.
I'm looking at Robbie to take that MVP and make sure that the World Series will be played in Yankee Stadium.
Good luck with that.
They will have home field advantage.
I'm predicting
when the
NL
World
is
Series
going to come and
starts.
win this. I want to see the NL win this. The AL have won it the past 8 years. Past 8 years, right?
Well,
I believe it's the past 8 years they won the All Star Game.
I
want the NL to come back.
That's because there's always so many Yankees on the roster, and the Yankees want to make sure that when they get to the World Series,
Dickey. I'm telling you, he's coming in. Look, what happens is it's going to be up. The AL is going to go up 3-0. 3-0 on
this
NL.
This is in tennis. They don't call it love.
Hey, I love it. See,
we'll get to tennis later on in the program.
Tennis. Excuse me, I'm fresh off the tennis. Look at I didn't say 3-0, off the soccer, but I really think that they're gonna go up by a couple of home runs or whatnot, a couple of runs, and then they're gonna just gonna shut it down, and RA is gonna come in and shut it down.
Well, you mentioned earlier about R.A. Dickey, and he's a knuckleball pitcher, and as far as them not being able to catch him and whatnot.
So somebody figure out. He got an all-star catcher there.
We'll have a lot of
we got an all-star catcher there.
A lot of wild pitchers.
We have an all-star catcher. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out.
Let's not forget who's gonna be relieving Justin Verlander, because you got the big dog from the Bronx, CC Sabathia, is gonna be hitting.
He hurt.
Coming up. So
he still hurt.
Oh my goodness, he's not. He's not going to be back, actually, so we might be in trouble, actually.
Oh, there you go.
We definitely might be in trouble.
You know what? I already think he's probably going to pitch one inning, maybe two, because they don't usually keep, they want to let everybody play. I mean, other than Ozzie Guillen, who left people on the bench. He's like, I don't care. My team is going to the World Series. We got to worry about us winning to get home field advantage.
Exactly.
I don't care if people play.
Hey,
Let them sit on the bench.
I'm not even mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either because the Yankees. I believe it was that year. The Yankees ended up getting that home field because of that. So
and most likely the Yankees would have been starting anyway. The players that are in the All Star team, they usually start because we got Jeter, Granderson out there, so and Cano starting, so we don't have to worry about them getting benched later on in the game. So, but yeah, definitely you got the Statman, you got the American League taking it. And I know Arthur Thomas is going for the National League.
I'm going for National League.
Our opinions are a little bit biased on it, so it's not exactly we're Yankee fans. We're rooting for the American League.
Hey, this is real
He's
fans,
a Mets
real
fan.
talk,
He's rooting for the. That's what it is. So
yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a great game. So after you guys
that's
turn
our
off
pitching
Real
matchup right
Fans,
there,
Real
the
Talk.
starters. So
definitely check that game out because we'll be watching that and we'll probably be talking a little bit about it next week when we get back, talking about the winners and who was the MVP of that. But we got to definitely jump into some NBA action because
this before we jump into the NBA. I can't stand wearing this. I hate this jersey so much.
it burns.
It hurts. It burns. I can't stand wearing it. Please, somebody to go. Yeah, come on, man. I wore this long enough. I wore this long enough.
You know
you know the rules. You know the rules.
I wish I had some scissors to cut this off right now because I really would cut this up, man.
You got to try to go Hulk Hogan on it.
You'll eventually be wearing this one.
No way.
You'll eventually be wearing the Knicks jersey down the road. Don't worry about that.
You hear that?
It's a little bit lighter. It's
they plotting against me. You see it?
Right.
They plotting.
Yep. So hey. You got to step your shot for shot game up, in the future.
Hey, I have a couple of fans that send me emails and fan mail and told me that a couple of questions they're looking out for you.
They're probably
because
hitting you up. They're probably hitting you up on Twitter now, wondering if you're a traitor. So of course you got to be explaining the fact that you are a Jets fan. You do root for the losing team in New York. You're not down with the winning team. You're not down with the champions and the good quarterback Eli Manning in New York.
But the jersey does look good on you. I must say, Arthur Thomas, I'm glad that you finally are able to wear the colors of a winning organization. Because we know how your Jets let you down.
I can't even sit still in this thing. It's like
we listen.
I have to wash the hate off of it afterwards since it is my jersey.
You might take that.
You know what?
I gotta feel bad for me a little bit too. There's a lot of hate in there.
I would pour all this, and I hope Eli get a broken ankle or something. You know what? I'll wear this for pride. You know what? Because all my hate's gonna pour into this. I'm gonna curse Eli Manning.
Unlike the Madden
now,
unlike the Madden curse, the Arthur curse will start soon. So you're already too late for the Amari Stoudemire jersey. He already had his. He already had his moment. But we'll get to the Knicks a little later on. But we do got to get back into sports, and the Dwight Howard drama continues. Different proposed trades and whatnot. Now it's supposedly a 4-team trade that they're trying to get involved with.
Which actually, I really like this trade for the Nets. I mean, I've always liked the trade for the Nets just because I'm supporting the Brooklyn team. But the Nets in this new trade, the Nets would get not only Dwight Howard, but they would also get Jason Richardson, Chris Duhon, and Earl Clark, which I think that Jason Richardson to come off the bench for them is a good look, and Chris Duhon is a solid point guard to back up Darren Williams. So I think that's big for the Nets. And then Dwight Howard, I'm sorry, and then Orlando would not only get Brook Lopez and the 3 first-round draft picks, but they would also get Luke Walton. They would get Damian Jones, Sheldon Williams, and Armand Johnson. And then they're not sure whether it's going to be Cleveland or the Bobcats in the deal, but but now they're talking about the Bobcats. So whichever one is a part of the deal will most likely get Chris Humphries, and then the 4th team will be the Clippers, in which they would get Marshawn Brooks and their protected lottery pick, first round pick, would go to Orlando as well. So,
in my opinion, it's like Orlando's getting the short end of the stick.
well,
I mean, the picks they're getting, it's trash pick. It's like it's garbage players that you're giving them. That's what all they're trying to do is clear up salary space.
They are, but you got to think like this is what happens. It's either the alternate is you could get nothing. He could leave in free agency. He already said he's leaving. He wants to go to the Nets. He's not going to sign with Orlando again once the year is up. So you got to kind of take what you can get. Look what what we saw with the Knicks and Carmelo, where they gave up everything and the kitchen sink for Carmelo. You know what I mean? So this
remind me about that.
yeah, but this is what happens with these trades when you have the top players in the league and they want to leave. They really set the bar, and you got to kind of take what you can get. But Brook Lopez is by no means a slouch. He's a good young center, and they got a couple of first round draft picks. One of them, which is a lottery pick that would be coming from the Clippers. So I think they obviously are not getting a Dwight Howard, but we really don't even know what you're going to get from Dwight Howard yet anyway, because he's coming off of the back surgery. So we still have to see, how he's gonna play. Is he gonna come back to that dominant form that
he's saluting and saying goodbye to Orlando basically in that picture. So
yeah. So like, long.
See ya.
So long.
Peace out.
Exactly. I'm going to Brooklyn.
Hello, Brooklyn.
But like you see, Brooklyn's gonna end up paying in the long haul. Gonna end up paying that heavy luxury tax.
Prokhorov.
I mean, he's a billionaire. Yeah,
he's got the.
And you got Jay-Z.
Rich Russian, and it's no sweat off his
Hove
back.
Is gonna
it's
be
all
there.
good.
All right, Dwight Howard and Hove is gonna be doing concerts together at the Nets Stadium. So I can't wait. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna have to talk to our peoples over at the Nets. Officers,
the Dudley twins. Shout out to the Dudley twins who join us on the show every now and then on our radio show, which airs on RealFansRealTalk.com. By the way, we air every Sundays at 5 p.m. on RealFansRealTalk.com. That's our radio show. Of course, you're watching BronxNet from 5:30 to 6:30 every Tuesday. So make sure you check us out. Also, all our contact information is on the RealFansRealTalk.com website, which shows our individual emails and our individual Twitter addresses, where everyone's blowing up Arthur Damas right now for wearing his Eli Manning jersey that he's hating on so much. Also, make sure you like us on Facebook so you can keep updated whenever we do any special shows. Facebook.com/RealFansRealTalk. Make sure you like us. We'll appreciate the support. And, of course, you'll get some funny photos out there as well. And you'll be updated anytime we do any specials. So you'll be in the loop to see us and what we're doing next and hear our entertaining, comical aspect on sports. So. But we do have good news for the Knicks, though. Well, number one, you mentioned the Clippers draft pick before. CP3, there's rumors about him wanting to go to New York next year and waiting out his contract. So CP3 will be possibly a Knick next year, but we'll see what happens with that.
He was the one talking about making a big three in New York at Carmelo Anthony's wedding. Was it about a year and a half ago now?
Yeah.
So, and he didn't sign the extension with the Clippers. He said.
But when LeBron does it, it's a problem.
Well,
when LeBron does it, it's a problem. But now
that's the greatest player on the planet.
No, but when LeBron does it, it's a problem. I'm going to say this because I'm looking straight at him. But when LeBron does it, it's a problem. But when it's in the benefits of the New York Knicks, it's okay, right?
Well, if CP3 says, I don't care about all the average people and what they think, then it's a different story. But hold on, Marcus is back to the Knicks, though. Marcus Camby, those of you might remember him from back in 99 in his finals run before he left the Knicks. He just re-signed with the Knicks. He's going to be a backup, of course, but he back in those days, he was a good big man for the Knicks. Glad to welcome him back. I was excited to hear that. I mean, he's older up there in age, but he will be a presence down low, backing up both Amari and Tyson Chandler. Also, they signed Novak as well. So we'll be seeing the the
Discount double check.
As you see over there in the future. So after he knocks down some more threes, one of the better 3-point shooters coming off the bench.
Insult to Aaron Rodgers.
Glad to have Novak back. Still waiting on the Lynn situation, which we're going to find out soon.
They're going to match the offer sheet. They said they were going to.
Yeah, well, it's known that Lynn got offered something to the Rockets, and the Knicks are able to match the offer.
Yeah.
But they also signed J.R. Smith, which I was a little surprised because J.R. Smith said that he was not coming back to the Knicks after
his feelings was hurt.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was that Twitter thing gets people upset sometimes. He hears people on Twitter
I know he's going
mad
through.
at J.R. Smith or whatever, and then when they lost to Miami, he said he wasn't going to come back, but he signed for a 2-year deal, $2.9 million. The first year with the second year being as an option, so we'll see what happens, whether he's going to be back for a second year. But after they win the chip next year, I'm pretty sure the option's going to be taken, and
they'll also have early bird rights.
I'm sorry, you just said something foolish there. Well, you said they're going to win the chip next year?
Yeah, I said that 2 years ago. That this coming year is the one that they're going to win. I didn't say last year. I didn't say the year before.
Don't go.
It was on WCVOX. Check the archives.
First he said Phil Jackson was coming to the Knicks. Remember he said that, right?
I said that 2 years ago. That's not happening. We don't need him.
Just brought in another hired gun to kind of seal the chip for next year. So you don't even have to go in right now.
I'm kind of disappointed that Marcus Camby went back to the Knicks after all that stuff that happened with him during the playoffs with his family and everything.
I mean, that was a sad story, but you know what? You got to move.
Chris came in with coming for you.
Get past it. Well, that's what we need to get. We need to get Chris Kaman and have him come to Miami. I know Statman, you don't want to see that, but that would really
none of
make
that. We don't need none of that.
Miami
happen.
unstoppable.
Maybe Miami might get a 1 year loan on Andrew Bynum. And, then we definitely have a problem right there.
That's not even fair.
That'd be crazy. You wouldn't like that at all, would you, Statman? Right?
Rent him for a year and that's it.
We'll rent him for a year. That's what we do. Get that championship. He could probably choose to re-sign if he wants to because like the mentality of being on a championship team and actually playing with somebody that actually will pass him the ball, unlike Kobe Bryant. But
well, with Steve Nash running the offense in LA, it should be a little bit different
I'm yet to see.
I think if Steve Nash is bringing up the ball, I don't think that there's going to be as much of a problem with Kobe chucking. Yes, Kobe's still going to chuck.
Kobe's still going to chuck.
No question about that. But if Nash is bringing the ball up, he's going to set up plays for guys like Bynum.
I say it like this: if Nash missed Nash missed like 2-3 shots, key shots, Kobe would be like, "Give me the ball."
Oh, I'm not saying he's going to get the final shot.
He's going to say that regardless.
I'm not saying he's going to get the final shot. When it comes to the final shot, it's going to be Kobe. 9 times out of 10.
Why would they do that though? Because I would say, wouldn't Nash have a better chance of last shots? Because Kobe, he's not.
Gonna put the pressure
they're
on
the so-called clutch team. Yeah, he does it, but he hasn't made the biggest big shots near the end. Like, his percentage compared to other NBA players is lower than the average. So I'd rather have Nash take the last shot just to take the heat off him.
Well, I'm sure they're going to change things up, but I mean, at least they don't have the situation in Miami where LeBron is scared to take the last shot. So
the Finals MVP
was LeBron James, right? The one that was scared to take it to the hole, right? And the one that's scared to draw fouls, right?
The one that couldn't go to the post.
The one that got
the one that had they blew them out.
The one that had cramps and you was talking about it was a fake injury, but came in and dropped down a killer 3-pointer, right? And they get carried off the field, right? That LeBron James, right?
I did it to myself.
I just want to make sure you saw about that.
NBA Finals. I usually try to shy away from that subject. But you are watching Real Fans, Real Talk, by the way. So it's a little different than I heard Mike Francesa somebody told me this, but I didn't watch it. After the Miami Heat won, Mike Francesa opened the show with baseball. Didn't even mention about the Heat winning the NBA championship.
Man, that's not real. That's not
I
real.
opened the show. You can check the archives on realfansrealtalk.com.
I'll give you that.
I mentioned obviously
I give you that.
I kept quiet for most of it and let you guys go and barrage me with your comments, but it was the biggest story. Real Fans, Real Talk did bring it. I didn't have that much hate for LeBron to open up with baseball. But
I mean, you had hate. You just, it just didn't matter because
it's not as diabolical as Arthur-Damas's is.
No, your hate is as diabolical.
Yeah, but when it comes to LeBron James, it's like
for LeBron,
you're on Skip Bayless level, okay? I don't call you Skip Bayless Jr.
It simmered down a little bit. It simmered down a little bit with his comments and whatnot about
at least
admitting that he was immature. That gave me a little bit more respect for him. I don't call him LeBum James anymore.
Well, you don't?
I haven't called him since.
Oh my God!
You have called him that since after.
Check the archives. Check the archives. I did not call him LeBum James since the comments. You can check every episode of Real Fans.
Are you saying that doesn't count when you write it either? Only counts if you actually say the words. But if you write it on the group on Facebook, then that doesn't count.
I don't think that happened either.
I'm pretty sure you wrote that.
Well, I definitely didn't say it on the air, but
you didn't say it on the air.
He said it in letter and text.
Down.
In writing, it's even worse. So either way, it's recorded, written down, whatever it is. There's always evidence on me now. But you know what?
The fact that he won and he got the Finals MVP and he played so dominantly, it kind of just pushes all your hate and everything to the side. All that doesn't even matter because you can't deny him because he did it. He did with
but you heard what Kobe said right recently about LeBron saying just because he got one ring, it's not over. You got one ring. You gotta go. He tried to say Jordan had 5, Bird and all those guys, Jordan Magic had 6, or had 3 and whatnot. And he said 1 is not enough. So he's trying to tell LeBron, I'm still here. I'm still gonna be trying to prevent you from getting any more championship. But Kobe, chill.
This is what needs to happen.
Kobe need to chill. He need to relax.
For all you guys that haven't seen the Dream Team documentary, if you have. When they were in the practice and Mike was going at Magic and the rest of those guys showing that he runs the league. This is what they need to do in this year's Olympics. At one of the practices, LeBron needs to just throw Kobe the ball, call him out, and say, let's go. And then after he dominates and shows them who's the best in the league, that he walk into the room, brush elbows with them.
I don't need LeBron doing all that because I don't want him to overexert himself and get hurt and he's not available for next year's season. If Kobe wants to show off and blow his knees out, let him do that. I don't care. But LeBron,
get the surgery again.
No. I just want LeBron to be healthy. I don't want nobody to get upset. And because he's been around a test for a long time, and Andrew Bynum. So after he gets embarrassed, you try to pull out some elbows and do some Metal World War. So I don't want him to. I don't want him to hurt himself. So let's just leave it. Let's leave it civil.
One of the things I did like about the documentary that you mentioned, though, is when Jordan, after he beat Magic's team, because they each had their own team and whatnot, they went into the locker room, and Bird and Magic were sitting on the bench, and Jordan comes in, walking, and is like, there's a new sheriff in town, basically saying that he took the spot. So if LeBron James could abuse Kobe a little bit and do the same thing, more power to him.
I bet you there was a Mimi back then. Yeah. Bird and Bird and Magic looked at him, and did you just see them laughing at him? Like, are you serious? Seriously? Yeah. Come on, Jordan.
Before we jump to some football news, I just want to say the Spurs gave Tim Duncan a 3-year, $36 million extension, and the Clippers gave Blake Griffin 5 years, $96 million. And then now we got to jump into some
locked in at the franchise players. Tim Duncan said he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, he's gonna retire. After you name a stadium the Duncan Dome, I don't think you would want to leave.
If you leave after that, you're just a jerk.
I mean, you're just a jerk for real. You're a real jerk.
I don't know. LeBron James kind of left Cleveland and whatnot, and even though he grew up in
Tim
the town,
Duncan
played high school
has
there.
4 rings already. It's a little bit different than LeBron leaving.
Yeah, I know because he couldn't get a ring for Cleveland like.
But we got to jump into this football news. Adrian Peterson, sad to say because he's one of my favorite players, arguably the best running back in the league. He was arrested this past weekend for assaulting an off-duty police officer.
Yeah, interesting about that story. Technically, they're saying he's the victim. No, they're saying he's the victim. That they said that he never. You gotta understand. Sometimes these high-powered celebrities, they do get provoked and then try and make it a name that they did something wrong. So we don't know the complete story of what's going on. Adrian Peterson said that he got hit twice
Let me actually. I'm sorry. Let me make a correction. He was actually charged with resisting arrest. I want to make that clear to you guys. He was charged with resisting arrest, and he was released on $1,000 bond. But yeah, they are trying to make it.
Which I'm sure he pulled out of his back pocket.
Yeah, that was his make it rain money. So he won't be going to the strip club this week because he had to pay that bail to get him out.
Well, he did hire the same lawyer that represented Roger Clemens in the.
Which means he should be good.
He should be good, right?
he should have hired Ryan Braun's lawyer. So if the piss don't ship, he must have quit.
Hey, yeah. Well, either way, he's good because both of those guys got off. So they both had some great lawyers. So he should be good. But we definitely we don't condone resisting arrest and all of that kind of stuff. But if he was the victim, and then
Well, I wouldn't blame. I mean, if you put it in his view, right? If he is innocent, right, and you're getting arrested for no reason, isn't this natural for as a human being for you to just want to, say you're innocent,
Yeah.
And then the reason they say he resisting arrest is probably because he say, "Why are you arresting me? Like I didn't do anything."
I agree with you.
We don't know exactly what happened. This is all speculation from the media and whatnot, so we don't know exactly what happened. So hopefully this gets resolved. Yeah.
But with that being said, and this next topic just gives me such great pleasure because
I've been waiting for it.
Yes, I have been waiting for it. It's Wimbledon has finally come to its conclusion. The 2012 Wimbledon tournament, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, my boo, my baby, my wifey, Serena. First of all, I need you guys to just look at this picture right here. This is her at the ESPYs last year.
Yo, close your mouth, man.
Looking so. Listen.
You're drooling right now.
Listen, all right. That is a beautiful woman, and I'm just glad that she's on my arm. And she won Wimbledon. She dominated. She beat Agnieszka Radwanski. Listen, she's not important.
Did you ask her to wear the same dress when you guys went to celebrate afterwards?
No. She bought something completely different. I can't even talk about that one. But she dominated at Wimbledon. She won it. She won in 3 sets, 6-1, 7-5, 6-2. And she also won a doubles tournament with her sister Venus, which they've been dominating the doubles tournament for years. So, can we just put that picture up? Thank you. You know what? I gotta shout out with the guys up in the program and booth because y'all are on point. Handle, Alan, you guys are on point right now.
They have no problem putting that picture up on the screen for them to look at.
Yeah, she's off to the Olympics next. She's gonna represent the U.S. in the Olympics, and then she'll be back for the U.S. Open. So that's when we'll get a little bit more time to get reacquainted. Arthur, I know your boy Federer won the men's tournament. So I know
you had to say the name properly, all right?
You want to talk about
right? You got to say the name properly. The greatest of all time.
The GOAT?
Roger, a.k.a. Bankai Federer. And then when I say Bankai, right? If you're a big Naruto fan, a Bleach fan, that's an anime, for a lot of anime heads, you know what Bankai means. When Ichigo went on the next level and he released all that secret power, because that's what happened with Andy Murray. Andy Murray thought he was going to win after the first set. What happened was, if you look at the replay, look at it properly, you see the clouds was coming in. The thunder clouds was coming in. It was getting real dark and cloudy. It was a completely clear sky. And then the clouds came in. The storm came in. You could feel it was a Roger Federer aura. And then all of a sudden the lightning was coming off his body. And then it's like, we got to close the roof.
The first time they closed the roof.
This is the roof. First time they ever closed the roof in the finals. And because his aura, his Reietsu was so strong.
The whole history of the tournament's always been traditionally an outdoor
tournament. And
you know what happened?
when
they were thinking about closing it for Serena's as well.
You know what happened after that, though?
Do
you know what happened after that?
What happened?
He said Bankai.
Yeah, you were watching
No.
You were watching it in the special
hate glasses. No, it wasn't hate glasses.
All those special effects that didn't show up.
It wasn't hate glasses. It was exactly what it was. It was exactly what happened. It's that he was one way when the roof was open, then the roof was closed. It was his territory. It was all his. And Andy Murray. And you tell me, and it wasn't that Andy Murray was doing bad. It's just that, the guy was doing everything possible to beat Roger Federer.
He also hurt his ankle or something, but
because he made him fall like 4 times. He made him fall like 4 times. You can't beat that.
It was
I
a
wasn't
great
rooting
effort.
for anyone in particular.
He won it. He won it in 4 sets. He lost the first set, obviously
in
6-4.
3 sets in
but
a
then
row.
he won 7-5, 6-3, and
Greatest. You see that? The greatest of all time.
Congratulations, Roger.
7-time Grand Slams.
And of course, once again, my boo Serena, love you, boo. You know, we'll talk when you get back into the U.S., but we got to jump it. Oh, my goodness. Look at that picture. Y'all got to, you know what I mean? When you put that picture, we got to talk about this day in sports history, because since we're talking about Wimbledon and tennis is going on, this day in 1943, Arthur Ashe, who was the first African-American inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame, was born. He finished his career with 33 titles, and of course, you know, you got the Arthur Ashe Tennis Stadium in Queens.
See, only great people are named Arthur.
You know, named after him, and where the U.S. Open will be held, where my boo Serena will be playing and dominating, taking another Grand Slam title. In August. So I know we got some more facts going on. Statman.
Yeah, in 1969, the National League was divided up into 2 baseball divisions. So you had the American League and the National League. And 69 was the first year that the Mets won, one of 2 years that they won the World Series. And then the second time they won, they had the help of somebody that we'll give to Arthur Damas to introduce.
Well, in 1984, Dwight Gooden became the youngest to start in an All Star Game at the age of 19. Yeah, 19 years, 7 months, and 24 days old. And yes, he's the one that helped the Mets out.
2 years later, in '86, it helped them win the
like I said,
World Series.
Like you said, great people are named Arthur, a.k.a. Arthur Ashe, Arthur Damas, King Arthur. And, you know, we going all over the place.
Now, I bet you some of their predictions actually came true. Like when Arthur Ashe said he was going to win, he probably won.
It kind of did, yeah.
So we gonna have to work on that. But that was today in sports history, and of course, it's that time, Arthur Damas. We are about ready to jump into shot for shot.
Oh God, thank you. I can take this thing off. It's gone. Let's get it on. All right, let's go. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna let you know. I'm sorry. I ain't mean. No. You don't lay that thing in front of me. Get it off. Get off the set. I throw it down that way.
I know that hurt you a lot. But
we're putting this on.
You're talking about the jersey of a 2-time Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl MVP, and Eli Manning, one of the greatest to do it.
You said about good people named Arthur. There's one person that's named Mark that isn't too good. That's the dirty Sanchez that your team has.
Yeah, your boy.
I agree to disagree there.
But
agree to disagree. Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, you really
I do. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Jets fan, man. I can't stand the man. The reason why, but you know the reason why. It would be up by 2 touchdowns or a touchdown, and he'll just go out there and want to gun hole it, and then throw an interception, and then gets hit or fumbles the ball, and then he's lying down on the ground instead of getting up to hustle back and tackle the guy. But, you know, today we're doing shot for shots. I am the judge and jury and executioner. So, you know, I'm gunning for somebody today. And I'm going to give you the most hated thing that you hate to wear. And don't worry, I'm going to get it real good for you. But for all you fans out there that know about shots for shot, I'm going to be judging while my 2 other co-hosts here battle it out with their opinions. I'll give them 5 questions, and they'll have a certain amount of time to give me their best debatable answer and try to sway me to judge on their behalf. So, guys, are you ready for shot today?
I am ready.
Let's do it. I got to defend my title.
All right. So, first question. Serena Williams is 6th on the women's all-time Grand Slam wins list. She needs 5 more to move into a solo spot in the top 5. Can she accomplish this before she decides to retire? And I'm going to go with Trip Young first because Sad Man won.
No, I was the ref. I won on the radio.
Oh, excuse me. I saw have you go first then. You go first, Stat Man.
Usually goes first. Was the champ on the radio show, but Trip Young, the inaugural champion, defending his crown.
I totally forgot about that.
The first question is about his boo and stuff, so I already know what his answer is going to be, and I agree with you, Trip Young, actually. So, even though I'm going first, I know Trip Young's answer,
Yeah,
and I'm
can't
going to
deny
agree
greatness.
with him. Just because I think, she had her difficulties with injuries and whatnot. She's right back on the top of her game. I don't see her slowing down, and I see her winning 5 within the next 3 years. So I'm going to say yes.
Exactly. I mean, that's my baby. Baby, you know you got it. I don't even need to say anymore. Let's go to the next question.
Okay, so we got this. They agree, both agree. Okay, I agree with y'all too. I believe she could do it. Next question. This one's going to Trip Young. Who was the biggest snub from this year's Olympic team roster?
I'm gonna say Rudy Gay. It's kind of tough because if you're looking at everybody that's on there, it's kind of like, everybody really deserves to beat it. There's just not enough spots. The only person that I could see maybe being replaced and to put Rudy Gay on is probably James Harden. And, that's just being based on his poor performance in the finals. But I'll say Rudy Gay.
I'm going to pick Andrew Bynum just because number one, they only had one center, Tyson Chandler. Andrew Bynum is the second best center in the league behind Dwight Howard, so I would just figure they would need another center, and he's the second best center in the league, so I figure why not have him there? So,
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with Statman on this one because, it makes no sense how you only have one center and then you take on another power forward. You don't even bring in this arguably the second best center in the league, which is Andrew Bynum. I would also agree if you say LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, even though he didn't have like a...
And that would have been another big man that you could throw in the center position.
They probably didn't bring Aldridge in just because they took Kevin Love and Blake Griffin.
That's true. So, Statman, you got that point. So he's up 1. I could say 0 if I want to because this has nothing to do with any kind of sport. So Statman's up 1-0. The next question is going towards Statman. All right. Did Tony La Russa make the right choice selecting Matt Cain to start over R.A. Dickey in tonight's All Star Game? Go.
I'm going to say yes because of the logic that you used before, as far as nobody's used to him catching, and you don't want to start off the game with the ball going in between the catcher's legs and whatnot. So the other catchers aren't used to handling him. So even though R.A. Dickey is having a legendary season for the Mets, I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah, I agree because, it's not even just the fact of the catch. I just think that Matt Cain has more experience in this type of situation. This is going to be R.A. Dickey's first All-Star game. So I'm going to say yeah.
Okay. So it's still, Statman still up 1-1. So next question is, this one is going towards Trip Young. Is the newly formed backcourt of Deron Williams and Joe Johnson the best in the NBA?
Honestly, this is debatable, but I gotta say, yeah. If you're looking at the consistency on both sides of the ball, because these guys play offense and defense. The only other backcourt that I can really say would come close is Nash and Kobe, but we know Nash does not play defense at all. That's just straight offense. So I gotta say, yeah.
I'm going to agree. Elaborate a little bit further. Like you said, Nash, and when you compare Nash and D. Will is far superior to Nash at this stage of their careers. Kobe is far superior to Joe Johnson, but when you balance it out, like you mentioned, offensive and defensively, D. Will is much better defensive player than Nash is. So both sides it's a toss-up between those two. You could probably throw in Parker and Ginobili or Westbrook and Harden, but I say that I agree with you that they're the best out there.
So you agree? Well, if one of y'all had said Parker and Ginobili, I would have agreed with you on Parker and Ginobili.
Well, Ginobili doesn't start anymore. That's the only reason why I wouldn't say.
Well, you can't say James Harden and Russell Westbrook because
I
James Harden
wouldn't say them either.
He said.
Well, I mentioned those two, but they didn't start. The question didn't say starting, but you know.
You know what? It's my hate mentality. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade. There we go. Best starting backcourt in the league because they won a championship, right? All right, so
I know what my answer should be for next time. I won't be honest anymore.
Right.
They played to the referees. opinion and hate.
So okay, next question. Which Wimbledon winner had the more dominating tournament? And this one have to go around. Trip, you gotta go with this one.
I believe I go first though.
No, was it? Oh yeah, you went first last time. Excuse me. Sorry, fans. Miss. I was so quick to jump to the goal.
Just like the first question though, I'm gonna agree with you, Trippy. Even though I'm going first, I'm agreeing with you, Trippy Young. She had 102 aces. That's the first time a female has had over 100 aces in a tournament. So I believe it was 17 in the final round because she had 85 before the final round started. But I believe Serena, your boo, your wifey, she definitely was the more dominant.
Trip Young, you are down 1-0.
Listen. You know what, baby? Forgive me for this. I know I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch for a couple of weeks behind this.
This is how
you know what? I'm gonna go with
it up.
I'm gonna go with my man Roger Federer.
He's lying. He's lying.
He's lying. Let me break it down. I'm gonna go with Roger Federer because
if you agreed, you would have lost.
No, I'm going Roger Federer because of who he faced in the tournament, and I just Andy Murray in that final set was a tough competition for him, and then right before that he beat Djokovic to make it to the finals.
We're talking about the final round though. Andy Murray's the first time he made a final in any Grand Slam.
That doesn't take away from his skill, and the question was the tournament as a whole anyway. So I'm gonna say Federer.
You said Federer. Man,
if it's the tournament as a whole, Serena wiped people out 3-0.
Man, you know what? Man, you know what's going to happen. What I'm going to choose? This is a drum roll, please. I gotta go with Stat Man because you should stick to your guns. Don't try to bother me. Don't try to bother me. You should stick with the Stat Man. Stat Man won this one. Trip Young, you should have stuck.
Baby, don't try. I was down.
The hater don't take no sides.
At that point, I was down, baby. I had to try something. Had to shoot for the stars, baby. I'm sorry. Listen, I will rub your feet, something, whatever I gotta do to make this up. I will do it to make it up. I'm sorry.
It was all part of my plan, everybody. It was all part of my plan. All right, you see, don't you ever try to sway the hater. All right, listen to fans. Don't ever try to sway the hater because the hater always will think with logic and not just hate.
You got it.
So I'm announcing the winner. Stat Man. He won the second annual Shots for Shot. Congratulations. And then next week, something coming for you. We're going to wear something really nice for you. I'm still thinking. Maybe I should draw something. Let's draw it.
We do gotta think long and hard. The only thing I know that he hates is the Red Sox, but I don't even want to see
maybe
that happen.
I have a Boston Celtics jersey or something like that. You know.
What are we gonna do? Tape it on?
I don't know. I'll probably make some photocopies and just have it on there. But we'll see.
We'll work something out.
We'll see.
I'm a fair sport. You know what I mean? Arthur Diamond sat up here with that Eli jersey on.
Yeah, and I had to take off the ref because the ref did his job already. I gotta take it off.
But we definitely gotta jump into. We gotta talk about this Yankee situation, another Yankee situation, which kind of sucks. But Mr. October, he's been asked by the Yankees to kind of stay away from the organization. He made some comments in regards to Alex Rodriguez's stats and his steroid uses, kind of making them null and void. As you see, that's Mr. October there with Alex Rodriguez. It kind of sucks that they asked him to fall back because of what he did for the Yankee organization. He's one of the Yankee greats, so I don't know. What do you think, Statman? Because you're the other Yankee fan on the panel.
I mean, he said the comments about not only about A-Rod and Andy Pettitte with the steroids, but also saying certain people like Gary the Kid Carter and Kirby Puckett shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame and whatnot. So even though I don't agree with the statements, to like not have him part of the organization and kind of ban him from the Yankees for speaking his opinion.
Yeah,
I can't agree with that.
That's a bit extreme.
You're allowed, you're entitled to your opinion. Just like real fans, real talk. We say what we want, however we feel. Whether it's politically correct or not is a different story. But he's entitled to his opinion.
It's not like it wasn't the truth. There's actual factual information that he himself admitted to using steroids.
Yeah.
So
I love it when the Yankee players turn against their own. I love it.
All right.
I hate. I'm saying you. I'm saying the Yankee players.
Let's get to one of the fan mail questions because I know we're running low on time. Cody from Connecticut writes, "Who are you guys picking to be tonight's All Star Game MVP?" Let's get it real quick.
I'll say Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder.
Copy my answer.
You know what?
I'm gonna switch it over to Cano.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull a different move.
Cano's got to come back, and then
Prince Fielder's a little tired from the home run derby, so Cano's got to step up. He didn't really knock any out the park the other day, so he's going to step up in the game that matters to give. He's got the most motivation because it's going to have to be home field for the Yankees in the World Series, so he's going to step his game up.
I should have said Jim Thome.
Let's go, Cano.
Jessica, let me get to Jessica real quick. Jessica from New Hampshire writes, "Is there anyone that can stop Anderson Silva's undefeated UFC?"
Come on, you want to ask me that question, Jessica? You should know better by now. If you listen to the show, there's nobody who's beaten Anderson the Spider Silva.
Say it the way you usually say it on the show.
Anderson the Spider Silva. All right, nobody's gonna beat that man. Nobody's beating that guy, man. That man is just he's just too nice. I mean, I like my best friend Ronnie Longshot White. He had put in a little argument about when he was in Pride. Pride is a whole different level. So he did have a little got beaten twice in the Pride fights, but. Since he came into the UFC, there's nobody in the UFC that can mess with him. And Rashad's thinking about going to his weight class, and Rashad's just going to get destroyed.
Don't do that.
Rashad's just going to get destroyed. I mean, hug the fence, Evans. That's all he could do. You can't do that with Silva. If Silva said he told Sonnen that he was gonna break him, break his legs, break his face, and he just dominated. He was standing over him like he was Kratos, about to finish him from God of War. It was crazy. It was funny though, but.
So, shout out to Cody, Jessica again, Connecticut, New Hampshire. Thank you guys for writing in.
If you do want to send us fan mail questions, it's fanmail@realfansrealtalk.com. All our contact information, individual email addresses and whatnot is on the realfansrealtalk.com website under the contact section, which also has all our archived episodes, both TV if you missed last week's show and radio. So hit us up there. Also, all our Twitter addresses are on there as well. And make sure you like us on Facebook to stay updated on everything that's going on with us. As far as special episodes, some comical pictures that we put up there every now and then. And so make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/realfansrealtalk. But we're going to head into the final.
Wait, before we do that, since we started with Eli, let's finish with Eli really quick. I know Amani Tuma made some comments about Tony Romo being a better quarterback than Eli, but now Michael Strahan has actually come to Eli's defense. Strahan, of course, is a future Hall of Famer and the Super Bowl champion with the Giants and with Eli Manning. His comments were, Amani Tuma must have been taking bath salts when he made that assessment because Eli Manning and Tony Romo are on two different levels. Eli being up here, Tony Romo being down here. 2 Super Bowl championships, as we said earlier, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. So with that being said, we're going to jump into our final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm not even going to acknowledge the comments by Toomer. It's a little ridiculous. So with that being said, that will be my final thought, actually. Romo, the Cowboys haven't won since 95. And with you as quarterback, it's not going to happen. I don't know what Toomer was thinking.
Exactly.
Elite Eli, right there, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Arthur got to taste a little of championship
greatness.
Gear.
Can I see that for a second?
No.
I said you lost the privilege.
I still got to wash the hate out of it. So go into your final thought.
My final thought is Roger Bankai Federer, the greatest of all time. Nobody can mess with that guy. And then you got Anderson the Spider Silva, who is the sickest guy in the UFC right now. Nobody can mess with him. and Miami Heat. Like, all the guys winning. The Miami Heat is the championships. Like, yeah, I'm going to keep saying it.
Final thought, not final thought.
Yeah.
Trip Young, what do you got to say?
I gotta, baby, I'm sorry, Serena. I went against you. I know I shouldn't have. I was down. Forgive me. I know I'm gonna be on the couch for a little while, but you know you're in my heart all the time, baby. Can we put that picture up one more time to close out, guys? Because that's just, I'm sorry, boo. And that's all I got to say
ladies and
about
gentlemen,
that.
thanks for joining us. Make sure you join us next week at the same time. RealFansRealTalk.com. We'll have all our archived episodes out there and everything. So thank you for joining us. We also got to
thank Major League Baseball for that footage earlier in the show. For the clip that we showed you guys of the home run derby. So thanks to them for providing that footage. And make sure you guys continue to tune in channel 68 on Cablevision, channel 34 on Verizon. And remember that fan mail at realfansrealtalk.com.
We're also going to have a special Fully Fit Fighter Fitness Face-Off. You saw a little bit in the introduction of me and Arthur hitting the bag. That's going to air this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the BCAT Network. Check your local listings for that, but we'll also have that on the RealFansRealTalk.com website. See me and Arthur Damas getting it in, kind of Anderson Silva style and whatnot. So we get it in with that. So we got a lot of things going on with Real Fans Real Talk. So
and don't forget to check like us on Facebook. Also check out the website realfansrealtalk.com. You can check all our contact info over there. If you got any fan mail, if you even got some hate mail, I mean positive hate mail, not the one hating on. I mean positive hate on who you hate in the sports industry. Send it to me and let me know.
We got a quick public service announcement because he calls himself Arthur Damas, and he if you're a gambler, don't go by Arthur Damas's picks ever.
Yeah, go by opposite.
Oh my God!
Bet with your head, not with your hate. Okay.
Exactly. We got to send our regards out to Mets pitcher Dylan Gee. He was hospitalized after undergoing surgery on his right shoulder. He had a blood clot. So we got to send our prayers out to him. Get well soon. Even though you play for the Mets, still get well soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that about wraps it up for us. Once again, we are every Sundays at 5 p.m. on our radio show, RealFansRealTalk.com, and over here on BronxNet, channel 68 at 5:30 to 6:30 every Tuesday night. And
make sure y'all check out that All Star Game.
Enjoy that All Star Game, everyone. Good night.
RealTalk.com, where Arthur Damas, Trip Young, and intern Tom. For the white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro, Mark the Stats Man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. RealFansRealTalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers.
Is Jeremy Lin hurt?
Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell them Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter, tuning in should be the only thing on your agenda. Certified cosign, you know what I'm about, son. RealFansRealTalk.com. I'm out.